So this poem is called Martyr, or it's actually a story told in verses of a dance between a person and his or her pain. So the pain is also personified in this poem. That someday I would find myself too sad to write. Have you ever found yourself too sad to write? Because I think we write when we are too sad, but then sometimes we are so sad that we are unable to write. So I never knew that someday I'll find myself too sad to write, too sick to pop a pill of prose, too tired to collect my withering body, breaking beyond atoms, diluting this physical mass of clumpy chaos. My body, a pollen, lemming in the direction of wind, a dust of humanity, subsisting, reincarnated through life and death in every grieving soul. I took the medicine of words one too many times. Having fought this battle for long, my pain, it evolved. It evolved vigorously, resisting the force of my habitual course, and that day it finally won. The medicine of words massacred and flushed out of my body. My body, his kingdom. There was a celebration that night of victory. He insisted me to join, commanding to be his queen. His gnarly hands hugged my body. His thorny fingers gnawed my back. At first, we pranced to a contemporary music of sorrow, and then we swayed to melodies of anxious harp. He swept me right, slit me once. He swept me left, slit me twice. His hands slid to my waist, a sword slice, pushed to twirl away. Feather-like, I twirl for him and keep twirling around. But every time I take a spin, I shed half a pound. Until the last twirl, when I hear someone fall, I look down to see my hips and my limbs on the floor, lifelessly sprawled, cut out from my torso. Like chaff, my body slashed in half. Eyes that no longer belong to the sockets it's staring from. Benumbed in face of pain, still suspended in his arm. A mannequin made to dance, round and round, hand in hand. Stiffened like concrete, my hands slip from his scaly palms like a carrot being peeled. But his game, it stays on. Piece by piece, my body slumps like flies on a garbage dump. And my guts partially drape into Draupadi's sari train. His eyes glimmer from a vile sneer, impressed with his art. He says, "Oh, I see. You changed your dress at last." His venomous look washes the blush from my cheeks. A gurgling sound of blood distorts my attempt to speak. My feet lies lifeless on the ground. I cannot dance anymore, don't you see? His face wrinkles from a scowl, condemning my contempt. He drops my body like a mic after a performance ends. My vegetated half splatters the floor like a butcher's red lair. A foul scent of martyrdom creeps into air. He drops my body and frees himself from the confinement of my transience. My fingers twitch. How am I still alive? How much more can I take? But then, a courteous hand emerges from space where I had stood. His touch slathers me like ghee on pyres of sandalwood. Death, where have you been? Gathering sludge of my flesh and blood, he says, in a voice that chimes like needles of sun in shade. I've been here all this while, my dear, waiting, waiting for you to escape.